Hey, I'm here on the show floor at CES, and I want to talk about some of the trends that I'm seeing here, some of the good trends as well as the bad trends. Welcome back to Josh's Smart Home, where I've been building out my smart home for almost 10 years now, and I want to share with you what I've learned along the way. This is a special edition from CES in fabulous Las Vegas, so stay tuned. I'm going to start with the trend from last year and talk about the invisible TV where the back goes away. There's only one company still showing that. And then we have awesome smart home products such as the smart vacuums and mops. There's a lot of these. Here you can see some of the examples that I saw while I was at the show. There's Roborock with the arm that reaches out and grabs a sock and can put it away. There's Narwal that does an excellent job on the floors of the mopping. They have a new version that came out where it'll clean the mop as it's cleaning the floor. So it'll rotate around and it cleans the mop rather than having to go back to the base station. And then there's just a plethora of other vacuums and mops here at the show.
And here you can see the Dreamy brand robot vacuum. And this has an arm that's pretty similar to the Roborock that you can see here. And then in addition to that, it actually can lift itself up. So if there's a small step it needs to get over or a threshold, it can lift itself up like this and get over that threshold. And here you can see SwitchBot's K20 Plus Pro. And this is an interesting vacuum because not only is it a vacuum, but it can actually utilize other components to move things throughout your house, including like a dehumidifier if you want to move it from one room to another, or if you want to deliver, a beverage from the kitchen out to the living room, you can do that as well with this device. As you can see here, the Mova also is able to step up when there's a single step. And this was pretty impressive because we really got to get up and close and see how it was able to climb that step.
And these are all useful devices, so definitely recommend them. Another category that's popular here at the show are lawn mowers, autonomous lawn mowers, and they definitely have a place. I own the Yarbo, which not only does lawn, but does snow and some other things as well. But you can see here that there's a lot of other options at the show as well. All of them have some distinct features here.
For example, this Memotion robotic lawnmower is able to scale 80% slopes. So if you have a yard that's not flat, this might be the option for you.
But they don't tend to do the acreage that the Yarbo does. And one of the things you would probably want to keep in mind is what's the longevity look like? Do we think that they're going to exist? How does it integrate? And I would say integration is still definitely an issue. And that leads us to Matter, which I'm going to cover in a separate video. But just the quick one, Matter, is that it's supposed to unify everything in the smart home, but we're not there yet. And like I said, I'll cover that more in depth in another video. Based on all of my findings and everything I've heard here at CES. Additionally, you have all the standard smart home functions. You have the door locks, you have the window and door open close sensors, you have the motion detectors, and you have all kinds of smart cameras. And as you're probably aware, I prefer the Reolink, but there are a lot of options here at the show. You also have the pet feeders, and you have the balls and cameras to entertain the pets. And you also have virtual pets as well, some robotic pets if you prefer that option over a living being that you need to take care of. Another popular smart home product category that I'm seeing here at CES are robotic autonomous pool cleaners. And having a pool myself, I definitely can appreciate the need for that. And I'm looking across these models to see which ones may be the best for me, for my house, to make my pool smarter than what it is anyway. We have a robotic pool cleaner right now, but it only cleans the bottom of the pool, and it just does it on, going forward and back with an offset. So it doesn't always get the whole pool. Sometimes the cord gets tangled, which also creates issues and prevents it from getting certain areas. So robotic pool cleaner that can map it out, clean the bottom, the sides, and the water level of the pool would be a great addition to our smart home. And right behind me, you can see another category that's really interesting and fun to me, and those are the smart lights.
And here are Yee lights. These are indoor and outdoor smart lights. I don't currently have any of these in my house, but I'm definitely interested in getting some after seeing this display. They have their floor lamp, which is their best seller, and you can definitely see why. You can see these sets of cubes, which can be stacked up to 6 high, and they can react to the music, or you can display other things on them, so pretty interesting and neat there. they have these curtain lights, which they're pretty standard at this point from a lot of companies, and they have some standard options here, but they also have some really, really cool sequences. So you got to check this out. I really like these, they're pretty neat. And finally, we have the string lights. These feature matter over thread integration, which allows you to have flexible control without being dependent on the internet and having that local control that you can integrate using Matter to other things such as Home Assistant.
You will see Govee as well. And Govee is definitely the brand that I use the most. We have permanent outdoor lights at our house, as well as the string lights around our pool. And we have the lights underneath our children's beds and behind their TVs as well, all from the Govee brand. They don't integrate very well with any of the smart home products. From my findings, the best so far has been Google, but you still don't have all the addressability and all the scenes that you'd like as they are in the apps from the manufacturers.
I should mention that most of my interactions with the integrations for Govee products are products that have been out for at least a year now. A lot of the newer products do have Matter integration. Therefore, you would have the opportunity to integrate those within your smart home platform of choice, such as Home Assistant.
But we do have another TV trend here this year, and that is creating the TV as a hub. So having that be the center of your smart home rather than having a separate hub. And although everybody has TVs, people don't replace TVs to add functionality such as a hub. They replace TVs to give a larger screen size or a feature like HD, higher resolution, those types of things, not to create a hub. And the same with the appliances. They're putting hubs in appliances, and that's not really why you would buy another appliance. There's going to be some smart features in there that could be really cool. But typically you're buying an appliance because your appliance broke and you need a new one. So don't fall for these gimmicks of there's a hub in your TV, there's a hub in your appliance. Buy those when you need them. Some of the smart features are pretty cool. I saw a microwave that had cameras in it that could detect different things, and cameras on the stovetop as well as in the oven, and they all integrated, and that's pretty neat. But again, you're going to probably need to wait until your microwave or oven die until you get another one. And these are some of the practical items that are here at CES, and that's what I like to focus on. I don't like to focus on all the oddball items that are really just solutions, just looking for problems so that they can create some problems that you would want the solution. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. We have plenty of problems without solutions at this point, so let's focus on solving the issues that we have and creating the products to make our lives easier and your home smarter.
I hope you enjoyed seeing all the smart home trends here at CES on the show floor. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future videos.